Hi guys, welcome to Goza Designs channel. In today's video, I'm going to answer some of the queries of some of my colleagues who requested for how to use or manipulate mirror command in AutoCAD 3D. Now, if this is something that interests you also, kindly stick around till the end of the video because I will be sharing not only strategies but also step-by-step guide as in how to go about some of these basic tools in AutoCAD. Okay, now. If this is your first time on this channel, I plead with you to subscribe and also do all to hit that notification bell so that you wouldn't miss any of my upcoming videos. Is that okay? Because every week I'm going to be releasing some of these similar videos, either if not about AutoCAD 2D or 3D, probably about Tekla structures or Start Pro or Logitruss or SolidWorks. Is that okay? Now, without much ado, let's jump into today's video. Now, before I start off anything, I want you to understand the basic concept about which the 3D command, the mirror command in AutoCAD works. Is that okay? Yeah, being it in 2D or 3D. Okay. Now, let's say for instance we have a table, and the size of the table we are modeling a table, and the size of the table is, let's say, 2 meters, 2000 by 1 meter. Okay. Let's say for instance we are using a square tube of 40 by 40. Is that okay? 40 by 40. So what do I do next? Isometric, press pull, press pull. Je viens là. Alors là, je descends 40. Now I have my table, okay? And now I want to model the legs of the table. The enter 40, 40. Okay, I have my leg here. Let's say for instance the height of my table is let's say 800. 800 or 750, 800. Now I want this leg at this point, probably at this point, and then lastly in this corner. Is that okay? Now how do I proceed? Now it's either I use copy command. I can just copy CO, enter. I can take this point here, this point, and then I will place it here. This is one way of doing it, but this is not the main motive of today's video. Today's we want to make use of 3D command. Okay, 3D command. This is the mirror command in AutoCAD 3D. Is that okay? So before I start off with the mirror command, what do I need? Number one, I need the object that I want to mirror, and then number two, because it is in 3D, I need a plane of symmetry. The plane of symmetry. Is that okay? Now, if it is in 2D, I probably need the object, and then I need an axis of symmetry, the axis around which I'm going to mirror the item about. But in this case, because it is 3D, I don't need an axis, an axis, but instead I need a plane of symmetry. Is that okay? A plane around which I will be mirroring my object. So in this case, I want this object to be in this corner. I want this object to be in this corner. So taking into consideration the orientation of my x, y, and z axis, so it means from this point to this point, the plane of the symmetry is going to be x and then z, x and then z. So the other side of this of this table, which is this point, to from here to here, I'm literally making a move about the x and then z plane. So bear in mind we have other three planes which are y and then z, and then we have x and then y. Is that okay? So what I'm going to do is that I'll select the object that I want to mirror. So I will hit by the distance by the aid of my keyboard. I will just hit 3D mirror, then spacebar. Now I have to specify the point or the origin of my plane of symmetry, the plane around which I want to mirror this. I will click here. Then x, it is xz plane. Okay, so I travel along the x-axis, and then later on along the z-axis. The direction of the axis doesn't really matter, but provided it coincides with the xy axis, that is all. So what do I do next? do I want to erase? AutoCAD will prompt me if I want to erase the object source. Is that okay? I do not want to delete it, so I will just click. By default, it is no, so enter. Now my leg is here. The second leg of my table is here. Now probably we want to transfer these two legs to this point and then this point. So when you look at it, moving from this point to this point and taking into consideration the x, y, and then z axis, I'm literally making a move in the y and then z plane. I'm making a move in the y and z plane, but along the x axis. Is that okay? So what do I have to do next? I have to select the two objects. Now 3D mirror, enter. Then I have to specify the origin of my mirror plane. Is that okay? So I have to go travel along the y axis and then the z axis, enter. Then I have my leasing. Is that okay? So another trick that I want to share with you, if you are confused about the plane of symmetry of the mirror command, when you select the object that you want to mirror, okay, just watch out along which axis these two items are going to travel along. Basically, they are moving along the along the x-axis. Is that okay? Along the x-axis. So automatically, the plane that is perpendicular to this x-axis becomes my plane of mirror. Is that okay? So let's say, for instance, I want to move this to this point. I'm basically traveling along the x-axis. Do you get the point? And the plane that is perpendicular to this x-axis is a y and then z plane. So yz becomes my my mirror plane. So I will go by again, 3D mirror, click this point. I will have to travel along y-axis and then z-axis, enter. You get the point. So let's say, for instance, I have a line here, and then I want to mirror this table about this line. Is that okay? So when you watch it carefully, for me to decide what is the plan of mirror for moving this table, I'm basically traveling along the y-axis. Is that okay? So after selecting the object, I'll be traveling along the y-axis. So the plane that is perpendicular to the y-axis, it is a x and then z plane. So what do I do? My mirror plane becomes xz. So 3D mirror, I will have to select this point, and then z. Then I have my table there. Do you get the point? Then I have my table there, which is about that. So bear in mind, when you are moving along x-axis, your mirror plane is y and z. When you are traveling along z-axis, your mirror plane is xy. When you are traveling along y-axis, your mirror plane is x and then z. So, and this brings us to the end of this short video. And then thank you so much for your listening, for your attention. And see you next time in another video.